You know what's so funny?
What?
You always check your watch to see what crazy thing I've named it.
Yeah, I do. There it is.
They're white. Very extremely. What to start with? Let's go backwards today. Let's start with Marvel. Why not?
Sure.
Oh, man. Oh, leg cramp.
Do you have a banana?
I had a banana this morning. It's one of those dumb ones that's cramped behind my knees. I can't do anything about it. All right. Invincible Iron Man 598. The Search for Tony Stark. For the longest time, Doom's been in the Iron Man armor running around. And Riri Williams has made her own. So we've got some Iron Man running around. But this is the Search for Tony Stark, the original Iron Man. No one really knows where he is. His AI has been hanging out in Riri's suit, so we've been hearing from him. So this is really dealing with, like, where is he? Is he really alive? It's weird because the language in this book makes it completely unclear. It actually makes it more confusing to me. I just thought for sure I knew what was going on, but now I'm kind of worried that he's really not really alive. So it's great. It's basically them all on the hunt together. And there's a lot going on with Victor Doom. To just kind of have him basically being, I don't know, tortured? They're trying to pry open his suit. Yeah. I don't know to what end. I think they want his money. I think they're looking for his gold! It's not his suit. I don't know what they think they're going to get into there. And there are two Darnation books this week. There is Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider. He's kind of stuck in a situation where, like, his webs don't seem to work. It's kind of confusing about whether every single person in this whole entire universe is actually under the influence of Mephisto, because he keeps on getting fooled by people that look like people. He thinks that his Spidey sense is going to go off to warn him, but it doesn't work that way for some reason. Like, as long
he's kind of all kinds of
yeah,
out of whack.
Yeah, they're messing with him hardcore.
Senses. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not working for him.
That's not good.
So that's good. And then this Johnny Blaze Ghostwriter #1 is awesome because it kind of it is Johnny separated from the actual writer in quote unquote hell. There's just they're so Johnny's trying to talk his writer into helping him out. Writer only really wants to eat souls. They're in hell, so there's plenty to be eaten. It's like, does Johnny have any power of his own while he's there? And he doesn't have his writer on it. It's cool, really cool. They kind of draw it all out, and I can't really tell you what happens at the end of this book, even more than usual, because the twisty's fun. I like twists. What you got there? You got lots of choices.
Yeah, I know. I go with Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
Download and die. Number one.
It says download. It's not or die. It's and die.
It's and.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, it's a Goosebumps book, so it's a ride.
Mm-hmm.
And so essentially, it's definitely an all ages appropriate book.
Okay.
Well, parents, you might want to.
It's a little bit. Scary.
It's Goosebumps, so it's a little bit creepy, but
it's not to your 3-year-old.
Yeah. I'd probably say like 8 and up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your kids are reading the Goosebumps books, they're fine.
Yeah. Which I never read Goosebumps growing up because my mom thought it'd be too scary for me. So
my oldest ate those things like they were. Okay. I have to tell them to go to bed at night. Like, quit reading more.
So essentially, this girl, I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's a really pretty name, but I don't know how to pronounce it. She is, I want to say they're in like 6th grade.
Okay.
And so, you know, they have phones, of course. And,
It's not the way it was when I grew up. Back in my days.
yeah. And her phone breaks. So she gets a package in the mail, and it's a new phone.
Dun dun.
But her parents didn't buy it from her.
Uh-oh.
She thinks it may be from a secret admirer. I'm like, no, you're in 6th grade. None of your friends, nobody in your class is going to buy you a phone. Especially,
I don't think most kids have any idea how expensive a smartphone is.
no. And this smartphone has apps that aren't even out yet, apparently. Like brand new games that they've announced but are still working. Kind of like Pokemon Go.
Are they there
Like,
to
but
steal her
before-
soul?
Like, that's what it seems like. She keeps getting headaches. So,
So do I. Who's trying to steal mine?
no,
I think
it's
I'm
the
just
phone.
dehydrated.
It's whenever she uses her phone.
Oh, okay. And Avengers No Surrender, 686. And 685, we left Bruce Hulk, who is known now as the Indestructible Hulk, is basically destroying everything. You cannot be reasoned with. Bruce doesn't appear to be in there to talk to at all. It's been revealed that Voyager is the Game Master's daughter, and he's always had her in play, and has not told his other fellow he's been competing with that she's in play. But she fesses up in this book to who she is and what she's been up to. It's really neat because I'm not really sure. So basically the last piece of the Pyramoid gets put in play, not in the way you think. Voyager chooses to do what she does in a way you don't think. I always like it when they give us twisties that we don't expect in these books. But it's really good. And, you know, I'm always waiting every week to see who doesn't make it out alive. But I think they make it out alive with this one.
Woo!
I think we're okay. For now.
Well, that's always a for now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and do Breathless.
I'm excited to hear what you say about this because I don't
I'm
think
so
I read my
excited for
advance
this
copy.
one. Well, okay, so this one, the artwork is amazing.
Oh yeah, it is.
There's monsters and, oh goodness, all different kinds of monsters. The artwork is really good, and I know you can't see it from here. And there's a cute puppy. I just wanted to show you guys because it's just so cute, and I know it's all backwards. So, but so essentially, the main character, whose name I cannot remember, Scout. That's her name, Scout.
I feel like it's another book I read. The main character's name is Scout.
So her name is Scout, and she has asthma and needs an inhaler. Until because she basically does autopsies of like monsters and alien like creatures, and until so she makes a mistake and cuts into the lungs, which of course is going to release all the gases in his lungs.
Blah.
So it gets all over her. And now she doesn't need an inhaler anymore.
That can't possibly be all kinds of positive. No one needs alien breath in them.
But she hasn't needed her inhaler and she hasn't had another asthma attack since. So the question is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
What the heck does this mean? It says pay to live on the back.
Yes, and I know it's backwards, but it
Trust
does.
us, that's what it
Yes.
says.
You can watch in a mirror. We should just get a mirror and
Read this, Pat Chan. It's Pat
Yes.
Chan's book.
yes, and I love the art. I love everything about this book, and because the detail is just so
Did you see
good.
a full page of lungs?
Yes,
Okay. Shh.
yes.
Sometimes when you pass through, you're like,
That's her
that's
lungs.
pink body parts. Like, okay, that's lungs. Good.
Yes.
Got it.
It's really good. If you like any kinds of alien monsters.
That was not what I was expecting from that book.
No,
I was thinking
not
about
at all. What I was
straightforward
expecting.
asthma girl dealing with life.
No,
Twisty.
It's way cool.
Love it.
However, if there was a book about asthma, I'd totally read it.
Oh yeah.
As somebody with asthma.
Make those buildings say words.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna
I
try
can't
to decipher. Okay. Stabbity Bunny number 3. You know that 1 and 2 basically sold out everywhere, and they're super hard to get. Stabbity Bunny is a great book. Actually, has already been produced independently, so it exists out there. Although you would have to pay like a car's ransom to be able to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you don't have to do that. You can buy it straight from Scout. It's a great company. So it's basically the tale of a young girl who has a fluffy bunny plushie that she carries around. And basically the story is more about her. A lot of people think it's about the bunny, but the bunny doesn't have very much action overall for the book. And when he does have action, it's only in shadow, so that's kind of cool. But the book is more about her figuring out that she has family secrets and that she has abilities. And in last issue and this issue is more fleshed out. You find out that she can actually hear and understand like rocks and trees and butterflies and all kinds of things that shouldn't normally be talking to her. And we can kind of get that from the front cover. She's got a butterfly in her hands, although it's not talking to her there. But this issue, she goes to visit her grandfather.
I like the cover.
Who has a
really cool.
creepy new nurse that's taking care of him that they don't know really what happened to the old nurse, but this lady's shown up. And dun dun dun, yes, that means someone's up to no good.
Doesn't sound good. Alright, now I'm going to do my labyrinth, which I wore my shirt.
Yes, you did.
I wore it because I was like, yes. So this is number 2. I don't remember if I actually went back and read all of number 1. I think I did not.
It was good.
I read part of it. Because that was when we didn't get our books on time. So I had to read just a little bit. But I love Labyrinth. It's one of my favorite movies. And I love David Bowie. And
what's your favorite character?
Jareth, of course.
Okay.
However, we get to see some of Jareth's background in this one. And his like how he messed up. He made a big mistake. He should not have done the things, but he did it, and now he has to, or really, his wife will have to pay the.
He has a wife? Wait a minute! Full stop!
This was a long time ago, though. This was long before. This is all memories, by the way.
I thought they were talking about during the part where he steals the baby. I'm like, well, this explains a lot of nonsense.
No. So, this is all flashback.
Okay.
But, because of course he has his balls, his bubbles, that he looks in.
I'm like an 8-year-old boy, sorry.
Stop it. Stop. See, this is little crystal balls that he looks in, so this is how this is how the flashbacks happen. Because of course, while he's having his flashbacks, Sarah's going through the labyrinth. So, of course, between flashbacks, of course, you see him getting ready to go and try to stall Sarah from making it all the way through the labyrinth, which is really cool. It's like the other angle from the movie, which I think is the coolest thing ever. So
we always wonder what he's up to.
Oh, exactly. That was always my. I want more David Bowie. I want more Jareth. Now this one I really wanted to know about.
I got you this one.
Well, I'm not caught up on it anyway. So
I know. It's all full of ridiculous. Whatever you think it's about, it's totally even weirder. Jiminy's Beaters by Aftershock. This is number 7. It's written by Garth Ennis, so you know it's full of nonsense. and awesomeness. And
there's a puppy.
There's a puppy. So in this book, Jimmy is just what you expect. He's James Bond, but they don't call him that. He's found out that he has sired many, many children. So that's been the storyline for a long time. They've all been tasked with assassinating him. In this book, we've gone much more forward, in which one of his sons has actually created some kind of hormone, which makes even all the men in the book, it gives them all giant breasts, which is on the cover. So he's trying desperately to find somebody to help him, but all of them are mad at Jimmy because they have breasts. Including Mr. Tlump? I don't know. It's obviously supposed to be Trump, but they've named it something else. But it's all full of the ridiculousness. It's so funny. Yeah. But his one daughter, who's coming after him to maybe rescue him? I don't know. That's her on the cover. She seems to be immune somehow, because the girls flip-flop and turn into guys. They have guy parts. And so you find out in this one whether that has actually happened to her or not. I'm just telling you now. Not family friendly in any way. No.
Nope, definitely not.
Alright, I've talked about hoo-ha's enough.
Oh, goodness. I don't know which one to do. I'm gonna go with the Terrifics. Because I missed number 1, and then we sold out. And I'm like...
I think it's sold out.
Yeah, I know, it is. And it's like, okay, I have no idea what's happening.
We need second prints.
Yes, we do, please. Because I need to know what's going on.
There's Plastic Man.
Yes, and I love
Mr.
Plastic. Yes, I love this.
Mm-hmm.
I love this issue.
Yep.
I don't know how they got to where they are, and because the first issue must have just been kind of setting everything up, really.
Probably if you see the character.
I think so, because we missed that one. We accidentally forgot that one. We only had 10 copies, and I think it was in the wrong pile or something.
What dwells within the darkness?
Mm-hmm. Well, because because this is one of the metal aftermaths, and this one kind of definitely like hints that they're all gonna tie together, like all the different metal aftermath titles. So like Silencer and Sideways. I think, yeah, and then Damage, yes, and then of course this one, and it, based off of what they were talking about, because of course they're talking about the aftermath of metal, which I can't say anything about because that's one of the other books that I'm but does it?
No, of course not.
So
everyone's
so
got authority
happy
that it does not end.
I'm so happy about all of the metal. I missed Damage as well, but that's just because I haven't gotten a chance to pick it up and read it. Because we have those, but sold out in number 2, and I think we need second printings of that one as well.
Oh my words.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's weird. It just got darker because it started to rain, but my brain told me as I looked in the mirror at the window that it was a Starship Troopers moment. So remember Clendathu, in case something destroys us.
I have no idea what you're talking about. So.
Okay, Starship Troopers gotta be on our list. It has to be for after the kids go to bed, though.
Yes. Yes. So this one is really good, and I love Plastic Man, so...
He's such a good character.
Yes, and he's not an egg anymore, and it makes me so happy, but he mentions about being an egg, and that, he doesn't want to be an egg again, so...
Pop quiz. In which early book, Golden Age, does Plastic Man appear? I'm just seeing if you know something.
No.
It's called Police.
Okay.
It doesn't make a bit of sense. I can't tell you why it's in there. Only enough to say the where. All right, Redneck by Donny Cates. Donny Cates,
Cover is
man.
craziness.
Yeah. You don't want to mess with her.
Oh, I thought those were ninja stars. Okay,
No,
that makes more sense. They're leaves.
It's leaves. So this is number 11.
It's like, is she just...
So this is Perry. You find out what her full name is. And in this issue, you find out actually her origin.
Ooh.
It does not make her happy at
course
all. Because she's the youngest of all the vampires.
Look at her face. Does she look happy?
No. She's very, very, very mad. So remember, Redneck is the story of two families that are vampires that have been at war for a long time, but they're from West Texas, so they do it the West Texas way.
Oh, yeah, because Donny Cates.
It's a rednecks.
Yes.
This is an epic, epic issue, and yeah, you did have, you probably did read it. Huge twist at the end. There's nothing to do with her. Huge twist. If you're not reading Redneck, please just go get a trade paperback and catch up.
She is that angry. She just got a nosebleed.
Or she just ate someone. I don't know.
Or both.
Or perhaps both. I think we're pretty even.
I have
think we can
3.
keep on going.
I have 3 left.
And I've got 4, so that usually works out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and do Detective Comics. Once Men...
Those things on the front look cool.
Right? Oh, but they're terrifying. And I don't want to run into them.
Are they new things we haven't seen before?
Yes.
I'm guessing they're called killing machines.
Once Men, now killing machines. Yeah, I don't remember their names. But we saw them in the last issue.
Okay.
They're yeah, it's no good. Tim Drake, of course, is trying to keep everything from going the way that it's, that his older self was telling him that it was going to go. He's trying to change the future, which is, I would want to change it too, based off of what I've read. Like, I don't want this to happen. So we see the character that he was talking to last time, and his name is Ulysses.
Okay, no relation to the Marvel Ulysses, obviously.
No.
We haven't seen it
had
in a while.
a shirt that looks just like my sweatshirt, so I didn't even realize I had my Batman jacket, so I'm wearing 2 books that are coming out. And really, 3.
I got my Doomsday on.
Yep.
I stole it back from my son, who I gave it to. Horrible gifter.
Yeah, 10 yen. I want more.
I might see it. See 2v2.
So good. So good. So good. If you're not reading Detective Comics, stop it.
Pick up your issue of Detective Comics tomorrow.
Stop. You're so mean.
Now, someone out there is thinking, I wonder what that title were.
You grabbed the variant.
Whatever.
The regular one had pancakes on it.
It had pants.
Oh, that's
the one I wanted.
I know.
All right, we got 2 awesome Valiant books this week.
Yes, I wanted to read
Thank you, Andy Diggle, for your amazing Shadow Man #1. All right, so let's say you don't know a thing about Valiant or any of their books. You don't know who Jack Boniface is. That's this character's real name. He's been lost in the dark side. He doesn't know that he's been lost there for a long time. He just knew he needed to walk away from his life to protect everybody. So it's been 5 years, and he doesn't know this when he gets called back by his girlfriend, who wasn't intending to call him back at all. She was out looking for something else. So this is a complex book about relationships and where you've been. And it's steeped in really cool voodoo-y mysticism. And so if you want to learn something cool about that religion, you will learn all about it in this book. Really, really awesome art, as usual, by Valiant. They never put out anything bad. So jump into the dark side, or in this they're not. He's coming out of the dark side, so he's not there anymore.
Well, here's a book you can jump into the dark.
Excellent.
I wasn't gonna do this one next. I was gonna save it for last, but I just couldn't resist.
So this is the end of metal, right? As far as
It's
the metal,
out of the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Out of the actual Dark Knight's metal title, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I literally cannot say anything at all about this book, but I do recommend it.
It has a sparkly cover. Sparkly.
It does. I do recommend if you can't completely remember what's going on, I do recommend going back and rereading.
It's been
at least issue 5, because it has been a while because they took a break. But it's well worth it. Yeah, I literally can't say anything else other than
well, that's good.
it's amazing.
That means it's got all good stuff in it instead of just some good stuff in it.
Yes. And yeah, it's not the end of the darkness. For sure not.
All right.
Maybe not right away, but I feel it. It's gonna come back.
I think we'll get some characters out of there.
Oh yeah,
it'll affect the main universe. It just screams it.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense to have.
And I love the
so
cover
awesome
so much more after reading it. So.
Oh, you understand it more?
I just love it so much more. Well,
Right.
I mean, it's a Joker dragon from the dark.
Of course, why not? And what is the metal version of Harley was on a cover somewhere that looked really cool. All right, Exo Man of War, number 13, still in the Visigoth part of the storyline. When last we left Arik, he was under severe attack by all of the bounty hunters that have been after him. He has failed miserably
13.
as an emperor. He's been rejected by everyone. He's just not the right person for the job because he's coming at it from an Earther's point of view, and their society works differently. This has much more interaction between him and his armor. It has flashbacks to his past, so you find out some really heartbreaking things about what has happened to him in the past, him and family members. And you get to look forward to the future as he gets sent off, and you're not really sure where he's going. The idea is probably Earth, but I'm telling you on those last pages, that doesn't look like what's going on. So, this is probably a setup for Harbinger Wars 2, which we think is going to be amazing.
Yes.
Because the last Harbinger Wars was off the charts awesome.
The cover is so pretty.
Oh, and it's that same art all the way through. They never ever pull their punches on that art.
No, I know.
And
so good.
He's got like a 29 pack. I don't know how you do that, but he's got it. You tell me you're going to count all that and tell me that's not 29 or something.
Fine, I will accept the challenge after
it's an odd number.
After
No!
Skim It.
Later on, we'll post how many pectoral muscles we've counted.
Doomsday Clock number 4. I've missed 1 through 3.
Oh, you're just jumping in?
Yes.
So I've been the one that's been reading the clock. Okay.
Yes. So I had literally no idea what was going on.
Well, they keep putting little bits of the Watchmen universe into the main universe and vice versa, just trying to figure out what's going on. And the Rorschach that we know from the regular Watchmen universe is not the one that's been in this one.
No, it is not.
I think he died in the original, so he couldn't be. So
yeah, they do touch on that in this one. I don't really know what I can say because I haven't read before, so I don't know,
what's already pre-done.
I don't know what's already pre-done, but I love it, and I can't wait to go back and read. I have to see if we have any more number 2 so I can catch up, but I have the first. Okay, good.
Yeah, there are.
Good, because it's one I've been meaning to read, and it's on my to-read list, but I haven't just had the time to sit and read.
The clock sure doesn't look like it's moved anywhere. Of course, we're only at 4 and 12, so.
Yes.
These books are so worth the wait. They took a month off from their normal schedule just so they wouldn't have to do that again. They're trying to make sure they can keep their schedule on. It's a huge undertaking by really
that
important
and
people.
metal too.
Yeah.
So
worth the wait.
it is. They're both worth the wait from
So
what I
one
from what I know,
offering.
and the artwork is amazing as always. So
Okay, so it's been a while since we've had some Crow, and you never know what to think about it because sometimes they can be really good and sometimes they're not. So this is Memento Mori, is the subtitle for this book.
you were so excited about
I
this
really
one.
love this book. It's really great. So, as many of you know, I'm a woman of faith, and this has a very spiritual overtone to it. So the main character, his background is he was an altar boy that was caught up in a terrorist attack. And so now he is a crow and going to take revenge, as always. That's the way crows operate.
Mm-hmm.
But imagery and the writing, just beautiful. This is going to be a good series. I'm unworried now that I've read the first one. Super excited for it. And don't have a heart attack until I opened up my Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 25. Watch, I got the Green Ranger. Ta-da. This book is completely sold out, so don't wait too long. The way I understand it is that one of every 25 of these black bag ones has a super special something cover.
Yeah.
I don't know how to tell the difference. This could be the super special cover. I don't know what the super special cover looks like because they've all come like this.
Yeah.
There is a prequel book to this, a prelude that happened in the Go-Go Power Rangers, number 8, I guess. That's my brain's just telling me 8. It could be totally wrong.
I want to say it was like 13, but I don't know.
Sure.
Something like that.
She's got a better brain than me, it's probably right. So, basically, it's the story of, you end up with more than one universe full of Rangers. So, there's going to be some crossing over from one of the universes to the other. And in this book, it picks up right off from the last one. You've got a new baddie that's looks like he is bent on taking over everything. It's your normal
It's so good.
Power Rangers, but it's not
I read this one too.
Rita Repulsa doing Rita Repulsa stuff. It's not like she's showing up and throwing putties at them.
No.
So this actually ends in like a super big cliffhanger where
I know.
it appears that someone has died.
I know.
So
It's
you should
craziness.
pick this book up if you like
Yes, if you
possible deaths.
if you like Power Rangers, you need to be reading this.
Yeah.
You need to be reading this if you like Power Rangers.
Yeah, this is gonna be this is the first like actual like giant storyline event thing going on, and they're starting out right. I haven't read Power Rangers in a long time. I love the show, but I've never read the Power Rangers. This is my first foray into reading them, and I really like it. So they're doing it right. All right, this has been a long wait for these key books, so I would not wait until the weekend to go and try to find them. If you're traveling, use comicshoplocator.com and go tomorrow morning and wait in line at the door to pick up the books before they disappear. Next week is also equally as big. There's some huge things that drop, including Amazing Spider-Man 798, which is the first full appearance of the Red Goblin. It's been confirmed by Marvel, so it's not a guessing game. It's going to be chaos when that book comes out.
Not to mention, Action Comics number 1000 is next week.
Yes, it is, and also there'll be midnight premieres or showings or parties for that book at a lot of shops. Look around you. Also, comicshoplocator.com to see who's having them. There's not a way for stores to order more of those books, and there's 10 variant covers that are open orders, so it's not like there's one more rare than the other, except for if your store ordered less of one or the other. So if your store is doing pre-orders, I highly recommend doing that so you don't get left out. My prediction is that no store makes it out of midnight with any copies. That's my prediction. So if they are doing midnight shows, I don't think there's going to be copies left. So that's just me.
Take a nap after work.
Yes. Save up your energy.
Yeah.
It's been a great week. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Oh, where are we going for food, Jen?
IHOP.